Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily futures market review for the trading day ending Wednesday, June 24th. Firstly to gold futures, and here we see a continuation of the trend to the downside for today's trading. A candle making a lower high and a lower low. Another black body candle, but a very significant change in the size of the black body, much smaller than the previous, and certainly only even less than a quarter of the size of the very large black body from 2 days prior. It does suggest that the sellers are, even though the downside momentum continues, the net momentum in terms of the distance travelled between the open and the close is becoming less and less, and it does suggest that there is a possibility of a change of trend. We also see the large shadow on the bottom of this candle, and that represents the sellers losing commitment down at these lower levels, and also we saw the sellers lose control. For the previous two candles, the market was closing down fairly close to the lows. For today's trading, we've closed up above the midpoint level, suggesting that the buyers have taken control, even though they've taken weak control, but there has been a switch in control, and that sets the market up for a change of trend. Now we note the very important support here at the 1170 region, and has been an important area where the market has been rejected from in the recent past over the last few months, and the market has failed to close down below there in all of that time, and it does suggest that we could see the market rally. If we do see the market rally, 1185 may hold as strong resistance, and has held as both support and resistance in the recent past, and even if the market does breach through there, we do have a confluence of very strong potential resistance just above at the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, the Tenkan-sen indicator, and the Kijun-sen, extending roughly up to about 1188. Just looking at the Fibonacci extension technique, we're examining the relationship of the current first time frame downtrend to the immediate previous first time frame downtrend, and here today we've seen the market trade just through the 78.6% level, being rejected from there, with a change in the short-term dynamic shifting towards the buyers, and it does set the market up potentially for that change of trend. Moving next to NYMEX oil, and here we see a continuation of that very large congestion area that the market's been trading in for quite some time. Very significant trend leading into it, a very solid breakout up above the Ichimoku cloud, giving us a bullish bias in that longer term time frame. But if we look at where the cloud's trading now, we're trading very close to the cloud, so that very strong bullishness that we saw in the market previously has pretty much gone. The significant feature here is this highlighted yellow zone of resistance, where the market has tested to on multiple occasions, probably 7 or 8 occasions or more, and each time that the market is traded within this area, we see the formation of these large shadows representing the buyers losing commitment, and then the downside price rejection and the market trading out of the area. That's exactly what we saw today and yesterday. We saw a bullish attempt to trade to within that area, and today the sellers come back into the market, closing with control, formation of a black body candle, so net momentum back to the sellers, and the rejection from that area. So moving forward, that's going to be the most significant area for any potential upside for this market. We'd have to see a strong bullish close up above that region, and the top of that region is roughly about 62.60, and a bullish close up above there could see the market trade significantly higher. Now down below where the market's trading at the moment, we have very, very strong support extending down through the Tenkan-sen, which has acted as support once again today, and then to the Kijun-sen, which has acted as support in the recent past, and then the top of the Ichimoku cloud. And the cloud at the moment is quite thick, so should provide very, very significant support for this market. Moving next to wheat futures, and indecisive trading today, following a very solid white body candle from the previous day's trading. The day prior to that was a solid white body. Yesterday's candle broke out up above the Ichimoku cloud once again, but we haven't seen the follow through today to confirm this strong breakout, and that's been a feature of the market when it has been trading up above the cloud, a lack of follow through and a lack of penetration in a significant way above the 526 level of previous support and resistance. Today the price rejection from there and the formation of a black body candle and the sellers taking control away from the buyers does suggest there is potential for the market to trade lower. We did see 516.50 holding as support, but if the sellers are strong enough to breach that area, there is potential support down around the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen, around 506, 507, down through to the Ichimoku cloud, trading roughly just above and below the 500 number. 500 round number is potentially a very strong area of support. The trend hasn't changed with this candle. This candle, even though we have a black body and the sellers losing control, still has a higher high and a higher low, so the trend is still up. But this is a potential bearish harami pattern. We have large white body, smaller black body. The body of the current body is within the body of the previous, and suggesting that there is significant potential for a change of trend here. Now, just using the Fibonacci retracement tool, we're in an expansive mode and we're comparing the current first time frame uptrend to the immediate previous first time frame downtrend. It was only a minor downtrend, but here we see the market testing through the 161.8% level for the previous day, testing to the 261.8% level, the introduction of this indecisiveness, the potential bearish harami pattern, and the combined with the price rejection with this large shadow on the top, and the loss of commitment and a switch in the colour of the body from white to black suggests that there is potential for a change of trend. Moving next to corn futures, and here we see a very small bodied candle, an indecisive spinning top type candle, another indecisive candle that has traded above the 367 level of previous resistance, that has held for the past 4 occasions when the market has traded up to there and then been quite strongly rejected. The market is set up here now for further rejection from this area. The previous 2 candles were fairly large white body candles. The buyers were building some solid upside momentum, but this indecision that's entered the market now does suggest strong potential for a change of trend. We've also seen the market trading just within the Ichimoku cloud, and this rejection now does suggest that we could see that strong resistance just within the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud hold, and the market rejected from there. If the market does trade lower, looking to very strong support around 359, we have the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen trading around that area. In terms of Ichimoku trend, with the market closing only just slightly below the Ichimoku cloud, technically just bearish, but not significantly so. The Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen are below the corresponding price action, so suggesting we still have some bullishness in the medium and fast term timeframes, but that Kijun-sen is pointing flat, and it's likely that price action will be attracted back towards it. The Chica span is within the corresponding price action, so it's not giving us any clear direction, and certainly suggesting that we may be in something of a transition phase. What we'll be looking for here is, if we see very strong price rejection from the cloud, we'll watch how the market approaches this 359 support, and if we breach down through there in a bearish manner, we could easily see corn futures trading down to 347.75. Next to the US 30-year bonds, and here we've seen a change of trend today, and the market bouncing off important support at 148.23, bouncing off there in a strong bullish manner, a switch in momentum from the sellers in net terms to the buyers, very significant here. The buyers closing with strong control, and potential for the market to bounce, but very strong resistance overhead around this 150.06 level, previous resistance level, previous support level in the immediate past, and we also have the Tenkan trading around that region, so we could see some selling coming in off the back of this strong resistance here. Looking at trending price action, negative trend in the longer term time frame by trading away from the Ichimoku cloud, bearish trend in the short term medium term time frame, by trading below the Kijun-sen, and just bearish in the medium fast term time frame, by trading below the Tenkan-sen, the green line here. The Chica span is still supporting the bearishness in this market, and this suggests that if we do see strong selling coming in, and if the market can breach down through 148.23, there's a possibility of us trading to 147 and even further beyond. A lot will depend on this swing low resistance at 147.16, and we have seen the market trading down through there in the recent past, or to there in the recent past, and then bouncing off in a solid way. But immediate support here is at 148.23, immediate resistance at 150.06.